This is part 5 of the story about the day a man tried to kill me and the supernatural events that occurred that saved me. Now Alan and I are standing on opposite sides of the car again. Me on the driver's side and him on the passenger side. We're staring at each other over the roof. In my mind, I suddenly get a flash of the keys. Remember that I had locked the passenger side door. Alan places his arms on the roof and puts his head on them. He smiles at me and says, "How you doing?" I smile back. I say, "Hanging in there." I'm trying to open the door handle. I'm hoping it goes unnoticed. It doesn't. He laughs and says, "Go for it. I'll even close my eyes." He closes his eyes. I just stand there. He opens his eyes back up and says, "No?" And he backs up into the long grass. He gestures toward the car. The inner voice says, "Wait." So I just stand there. Alan laughs and shakes his head. "How much of a head start do you need?" Then he turns around. I immediately open the door and get in. I close the door, but before I can lock it, he yanked it open. He didn't even go to the passenger side. I'm trying to crawl over the console. He grabs a leg, so I start kicking, and he starts pulling, and I'm grabbing anything in the car that I can use to keep me in it. But he's just too strong. As I'm almost out, I see my keys, and I just grab them, and he yanks me out the car and into the road. He drags me from the car with one leg on my stomach, and then uses his foot to roll me over. He straddles me, looks down at me and says, "I thought this would be harder." I say, "Yeah, me too." He says, "You seem a decent fellow. I hate to kill you." I said, "Well, you seem like an asshole. I hate to die." He leans over and kisses me. I'm still alive, so I kiss him back. He sits back up. He's just watching me, like he's studying me. He says, "I'm gonna give you one more chance, okay?" I say, "Okay." He says, "Now really fight for your life, okay?" And I say, "Okay." He gets off of me and offers me a hand, and I take it, and he helps me up. He takes a few steps backward from me, and we stand there and look at each other. I don't know what to do. He can outrun me. He can outpower me. And then that inner voice tells me what to do next. I smile at Alan, and Alan smiles back. In one quick motion, I lift my right hand and open all my fingers except one to show that I am holding the keys. Then I turn and throw them into the woods. He screams, "No! What did you do that for, you stupid bitch?" He rushes over in the direction that I threw the keys. That voice in my head says, "Run."